Hello and
Hello and
welcome
welcome
to
to
Wrestling
Wrestling
Rocks. 2 weeks off the shide. I'm still full from Thanksgiving. How are you? How was your
Huh.
Thanksgiving?
I'm still backed up.
I'm still backed up. I've been shit for a week.
Hey, Mama, my wife made this awesome mac and cheese, and oh my God! If I was a criminal and I was on death row, that's what I would have as my last meal. Because after they execute me, there's gonna be a lot of shit, and no one's looking forward to that day. Anyway,
Oh,
we're back.
hey, let's put the women and kids to bed. If you haven't been here yet, it's TVMA. So if you're sensitive, get the fuck out.
And I like to say before we start talking about wrestling, I want to say, God bless our wives for putting up with us and letting us do this.
Yeah, God bless our wives.
Yes.
Up with us.
Without them, we're I'm not here.
like that dude talking about quitting smoking on TV. He goes, well, "You ain't got family. You ain't got nothing, man."
Yeah.
That's true. You ain't got nothing. That's all good. We're gonna skip Impact because it was done this week. It was a parody of Wrestle House 2. Wrestlers trying
Usually
to
I
be
skip it
actors.
every week. Usually I skip every week.
Yeah, I hear you. They had some matches, but I don't even remember it now. But we'll go straight to SmackDown. In an in-ring, Roman Reigns came out and did his typical thing at the beginning. I'm running loops around this roster, as quote unquote. So he says, "There's no more competition, basically." So in the first match, Jeff Hardy and Drew McIntyre beat Madcap Moss and Baron Corbin, or Happy Corbin, and that was actually a 4-star match, pretty good. Cesaro beat Ridge Holland in his first debut match in a 3-star match.
Oh,
Angel
not a 4.
Garza. What's that?
Oh, not a 4.
I'm pretty active days ago on my 4s and 5s now. So especially when it comes to WWE. Angel Garza beat Rick Boogs in a 3-star match. And a backstage interview with Adam Pearce they had, and then there was an in-ring interview with Charlotte. Woo! Tony Storm interrupted and issued her a challenge. She says, "When you lose to Becky, and you will, I'll challenge you." So she technically lost to Becky, and she challenged her, and Charlotte said, "I quote, I barely knew you exist," unquote. That sounds like you if you were a female. You hear me, Brandon? Brandon? Whatever. Okay. Backstage with Sonya and
Charlotte. Oh God.
yeah. We didn't hear. I don't know if we heard you or not, but we
Are
have
you
technical
serious?
difficulties like normal. You there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Xia Li is coming soon. They did like
Do you hear me
a
now? Do you hear me
yeah.
now?
Xia Li they were doing like a comic book thing for her. She's gonna be like a warrior princess or something,
Okay.
fighting the evildoers. So then we had Sasha Banks and Naomi defeated Natalya and Sonya Blazer for a 4-star match. And in the main event for the number 1 contendership battle royal, Sami Zayn won. I kind of didn't see this coming. I thought the other dude won.
Her
I thought
name
I
is
guess
going
it
to be
was
Zena.
McIntyre. I thought he won, and I didn't see Sami Zayn. I thought he was and they
Zena.
got me on that one. Did they get you? You there? Well, then after the main event, there was an in-ring interview with Sami Zayn. Suspensions have been lifted when Brock Lesnar returns next week.
Yes.
So I gave the overall SmackDown. I guess I gave it a 3 stars. I didn't write it down. Yeah, baby. What do you think about SmackDown? You hear?
Yep.
What do you think about SmackDown?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's what I want to know. Can you hear me?
What,
I liked it.
yeah, I can hear you.
I liked it.
You liked it? Write it down. Brandon likes SmackDown. All right, is there? And we lost him. There anything I guess we want to add to that? All right.
I said I liked it.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to add to SmackDown before we jump to Rampage?
I think that Charlotte is under a lot of personal problems because her dad just got canceled from WWE, and her relationship with
Andrade.
Is over.
Oh, they broke up, so I can't call him Andrade Flair no more. Woo!
Yeah, can't. They stopped following each other on Instagram, and that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. Thought they were a cute couple.
Yeah.
All right, we'll jump on up. It's hard in the business, especially when you're not when you're trying to on 2 different companies like AEW and SmackDown. It'd be hard to keep a relationship going like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump to my favorite show of the week, Rampage. I'm going to call it Adam Cole, baby, and Bobby Fish, the Undisputed Era. I'm going to call him the Undisputed Era. Beat Best Friends. I gave that a 4 stars. Pretty good opening match. What'd you think about that match? Pretty good.
It was really good. Very good. Yeah, I liked it. Going on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Plus.
All right, and then they had a backstage interview with Tony Nese challenging Sami Zayn for his TNT title. Challenge accepted for next week's Rampage. That's going to be a classic. I know Tony Nese, he's got to work on his mic skills and his charisma, but he can go in the ring. I remember him giving some classics with TJP and Adrian Neville back in the day with the Cruiserweight 205 Live. He can really go. So it should be a good match.
Yeah. I'm just trying to open up my drink without getting soaked.
Okay.
I just got
All right, let's see. And then backstage, FTR challenged the Lucha Brothers 2 out of 3 falls. They said if you think you're you can really wrestle, quote unquote, then we'll do an old school 2 out of 3 falls. So we'll see if they have the match coming up soon. And in a non-title match, if Riho beat Britt Baker, she would become #1 contender for the world title. And that's exactly what happened. Riho beat Britt Baker in a surprise pin. I gave it 4 stars. It was a solid match. I think it was the best match of the night, actually.
I don't know. It's really hard for me to get going on the AEW women's match when we've been spoiled with good matches from WWE.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they're getting better. They got a big list of girls to go through. They got a good roster. But yeah, WWE is head and shoulders the best women's league by far and anywhere in the world, AEW included. So And then we got a backstage interview with Kingston. I just love his interviews. He's the best on the mic, I think. Like he's even got MJF beat on the mic. And Garcia and Everrise, or 2.0, they want to call him, interrupted him. And Kingston got hot and said, "Talk is cheap, partner." he had to get a shirt, "Talk is cheap, partner," and put Eddie Kingston on the back. They probably sell a ton of those shirts.
Yeah.
You weren't high on Eddie Kingston, but I proved to you that he don't get blown up. And the last couple classic matches he's had.
Yeah, you're right. I like his attitude. I like his charisma, I would call it. But still not really a big fan.
Oh, that's crazy. I think he's the New York Dusty Rhodes. He's got the big belly. Yeah, he's got the charisma and the mic skills, and he can go an hour if he wanted to without getting blown up.
Oh, okay. Listen, I had something that just popped in my head, and I know we're going to go.
Lord.
No, we're going to talk about it here in a little bit. But did you see the main event last night? When Cody Rhodes came out with Arn Anderson, and Since fell off the ramp.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I hope he's okay. And then he got up though. The dude helped him out of the thing. The cameras shied from it, but if you look closely, his opponent helped him up.
I couldn't help I was laughing my ass off.
I was like, did I see? I was thinking that was a spot, and then I saw the opponent going like, "Are you okay?" And then he picked him up. I know it was wild, but he was punching. God bless him, he's punching and kicking.
Oh yeah, you look like a turtle that got flipped over.
I love me some Arn Anderson though.
He's like, well, I'll tell you right now. And for anybody who, my dad just like Arn Anderson, so
yeah,
that's
Arn. He looks just like your dad.
Yeah, that's what I just said. He's a split image of my dad. Anyway, go ahead.
And in the main event, Eddie Kingston defeated Daniel Garcia in a 4-star match. He got beat up by 2.0 and Daniel Garcia after the match, and Y2J came out for the steal. But in an interview, he said, "I didn't come to help you. I came to beat them up." So I think they're building up a feud between Kingston and Chris Jericho, probably.
Yeah, I see that too.
Which would be good.
Yeah.
The interviews back and forth would be classic. Partner?
Oh, yeah.
I love when he says partner. Oh, man.
Yeah, it was.
What do you think about the show overall?
It was a solid 2.5, 3.
2.5?
3.
I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah, I know you would.
But you always, first you say, I give everything 4 or 5 stars, and then you say I don't give them 4 or 5 stars. Which is it? I'm consistent every week.
I call it like I said. I didn't like the women's match. The Eddie Kingston match was pretty good, and the tag team match was pretty good. But I mean, it's only an hour.
That's what you wanted, though. You said, "I can't wait till an hour show comes up, and then it's be much better." And now you don't like it.
Put better women in it then.
They're the 2 best in the world.
No,
Britt Baker's the number 1. I'm talking about AEW.
Oh, I was gonna say, get one of them Chinese bitches over there. Bring one of them bitches in. What?
She's Japanese.
All right. Bring one of them.
All right. We're gonna going on to Ring of Honor, which you can't
Toyota. No. Okay.
Godzilla.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, Ring of Honor.
Who?
The Briscoes beat the PCO and the Danhausen in a 3-star match. I love the Briscoes. I wish they'd come to. WWE and take on the Usos.
Take a timeout. Take a timeout. The Briscoes are signing with AEW. It's already been announced.
Really?
Yeah,
They're my favorite tag
Yeah.
team.
they're signing with AEW.
I try not to mark out, but Briscoes are my favorite tag team, regardless of federation or whatnot.
They said they have to clean up some of their antics that went on before all these millennial pussies out here got offended. So they have to clean up all that stuff online and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It pisses. All right.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
And
Is
then for the women's title match, Roxy successfully defended her title against Gia Scott by submission in one of the better matches of the night in a 4-star match. And in the main event, EC3 defeated Jay Lethal by submission in a 4-star match. I guess they're punishing Jay Lethal for showing up on AEW.
Well, isn't EC3 making a thing about AEW?
I don't know. I don't read dirt sheets like you do. So
I saw his name on it too, but I just saw his name. I didn't see anything about him signing or anything. Oh yeah, fighting cock. Drink it.
moonshine.
Oh, okay. Well, let's.
Oh, that's strong. Nah, this is water.
Aquafina.
It's not Aquafina. It's Pure Life.
Oh,
Nestle.
Walmart. No.
Probably. Yeah, baby. We get the best over here.
Yeah.
All right, we got a lot to talk about on Raw because it was a long show. Welcome to Monday night.
Shit. I say.
You poop? Did you give it a poop?
I said Florida. Our governor don't take shit.
No, we don't.
Bang bang.
Gown Anderson got that. Got that Glock.
Go ahead.
Oh wow, I blacked out for a second.
Happens.
All right. In the in-ring, Seth Rollins started the show off with challenging Big E, and it's going to happen. Big E and Seth Rollins are signed for day one on January 1st, 2022 for the world title.
On a Saturday night.
It's a Saturday night main event.
About time.
Cool.
To do something good.
Yeah, then we'll give you a chance to sit up and watch it instead of having to go to sleep.
That or watch a real sport like football.
Hey, you're the one on the podcast, not me.
I'm just kidding. Off
Wrestling's not fake.
Damn it.
Then in a good, really solid opening match, Seth Rollins beat Finn Balor in a 4-star match. Your favorite wrestler, Finn Balor. What'd you think about that, Matt?
I was glad to see him take some good stiff shots.
And backstage, Vince McMahon and Austin Theory, he said, but if you ever steal from me, I'm gonna kill you. And Austin Theory's like, so I guess they're having like him in an apprenticeship with Vince McMahon and Austin Theory. Then the contract signing between Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan for next week's Raw. I think Liv is starting to put big britches on, and she's starting to do good in interviews and stuff. I mean, they ought to give new people new shots every once in a while.
I think she's going to beat her.
You think?
And then she'll lose it at day one.
Oh, just to see how the fans react and stuff. Yeah. That could happen.
Look what they did with that goofy bitch that won it. The one wearing the fucking mask.
Well, Asuka?
No one gave a fuck about her.
Who, Asuka?
No. The superhero dumbass.
I love Nikki Cross.
Okay.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Mighty Molly a little bit.
Yeah.
I wish she would go back to her crazy bitch persona.
Sure. Molly without the talent.
She can go, dude. You're crazy. Have you ever seen her when she was like the psycho crazy Nikki Cross? That's when
good.
She's good like that.
Yeah.
Well, if it gets stale, which it will, in
This
about 6
got
months.
that big butterball with her, and she didn't do nothing with her.
Yeah, it's all good. And then backstage, RK Bro had a conversation about Matt Riddle trying to be like him more often. I think did he have the fake mustache and stuff for this week, or was that last week?
I think it was last week.
It was last. We've missed so many weeks here. I was starting to blend in. And then the next tag team match, RK Bro successfully defeated their titles against Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode in a 3-star match. They just keep screwing Roode and Ziggler over. I think they ought to break them up and make them number one contenders for Big E's titles.
Yeah. I mean, they're wasting Robert Roode or Bobby Roode, whatever.
What is he? It don't matter. Isn't he a 2-time Impact champion?
Yeah, he was good.
And then when he got here, he was in NXT champion, and then he went to SmackDown and he was doing good, and then all of a sudden they just pulled the rug from underneath him.
Yeah.
And Dolph Ziggler, I've been saying it for years, could have been the next Shawn Michaels, and then they just pulled the rug from underneath
Bobby
him.
Roode could have been the next Triple H.
Yeah.
Especially with all the heat he can make. But
yeah, I agree. And they had a backstage thing with Owens and Rollins, and Owens was still trying to tell him, "Oh, I'm gonna be put it in the triple threat as long as I beat Big E tonight." And he goes, and Rollins calling him a liar and whatnot. And he goes, "You see, I think they're conspiring. I think they're in cahoots with each other, and they're both gonna they're gonna let the whoever the dominant person beat Big E at the day 6 or day 1. That's my opinion.
it might.
They could be a good, like a Stone Cold and Triple H team, like the 2-man power trip.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. Let's see here. And then on the next backstage thing, Adam Pearce and Seth Rollins, he goes and told him, I think Kevin Owens told me that you were going to put him in the triple threat match. He goes, I haven't seen him, quote. And then in the in-ring thing, Edge came back. He says, I want to take on people like Styles, Owens, Balor. And who's the last one? Damian Priest, Big E. And then the Miz and Maurice interrupt him. And then Edge tried to throw in a one-liner saying, yeah, even lesser companies are you're so famous that even lesser companies are saying your name or something like to that effect. You thought that was a low blow?
That was stupid. He didn't need to say it.
It was just trying to be. They were just trying to outdo him, and they couldn't.
And the fans in the crowd even agreed. No.
Yeah. Yeah. The what we're talking about fans is
the loudest
last week.
The loud building was when he bent through the ring.
CM Punk and MJF were having a back-to-back, and they were naming King of Kings and all this crazy WWE people and saying that MJF is a less famous Miz. It totally killed their segment. They tried to do it, but they don't have the stroke to tell them to do a real thing. Yeah, Edge, he did good, but it's just there's only so much they can say when the scripted the interviews are scripted. So there's only so much you can do. They probably fine you if you go out of the. All they do, they fine you on WWE if you go out of the script. Ask Ric Flair. Yeah. He lost thousands of dollars back in the day.
Run by communism.
What'd you say?
That's run by communism.
Communism, yeah. Dictatorship. The head dictator, Vince McMahon. All right, let's see what else. We got and the Street Profits beat the Alpha Academy for the 99th time, 3-star match. Then they had another backstage segment with Vincent Austin. And I just think it's funny that he had a feud with Steve Austin, and now he's having a buddy-buddy relationship with Austin Theory.
Yeah.
And that's kind of ironic, I just think.
That's funny. Isn't that guy Austin Theory? Isn't he from I'm gonna be not trying to be a dick, but I done forgot the guest's name when I couldn't come on. Who you had from Georgia?
Oh, the Chris Marks, yeah, yeah. Austin Theory's from the Southern Honor Wrestling, which is based in Atlanta.
I'm not a complete asshole. I knew a little bit about him.
You're a complete asshole.
A bit of research.
No, you're a complete asshole.
I am. I'm 88% asshole from what Facebook says I am.
I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am?
I like him either. He's a bitch too.
What?
Yeah, Eminem. He sucks. I don't like him.
What are you talking about? You used to like Eminem back in the day.
Years ago.
You just don't like it because of his political views. All right.
Don't like it.
And then we had backstage with Dana Brooke, the new 24/7 champion, and Reggie. And then we had the U.S. title match. We had a backstage interview with Owens and Rollins again. He called him a liar. You were a liar. And then Damian Priest successfully defended his U.S. title against Apollo Crews in a 3-star match.
Yeah.
And another backstage situation with Pierce, Sonya Deville, and Rollins. And they said, that's a good idea. If Owens beats Big E tonight, he's in the triple. It's now a triple threat at day one. And Seth Rollins freaked out and left. He said, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Didn't he interrupt the match?
I think so. Well, we'll get to that at the end. All right, let's see. All right. Skim on up there. The Mysterios beat the Hurt Business in a 3-star match. Team Liv Morgan beat Team Bex in a 4-star match.
So over the Mysterios.
What's that? You don't like the Mysterios? Why? They're pretty good.
Yeah, but go somewhere else and do your stuff. Don't be on WWE and do it. I mean, yeah, I know it's shitty, but just you'd probably be better somewhere else.
I think Rey Mysterio is going in the Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah, he should, but when he's on there, it's like I don't even care when he comes out anymore. It's like, dude, you say the same thing. They want his son to turn heel. They don't turn heel. Make a father and son fight. I don't know. They need to change it up.
All right, fair enough.
I'm just an asshole.
And in the main event, Kevin Owens did beat Big E by disqualification when Seth Rollins interfered. I gave that a 4-star match. So overall, I gave Raw 4 stars.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It was
pretty decent. Wow, Brandon thinks Raw is pretty decent. You stayed up and watched the whole thing?
Not really.
From what you saw, it was pretty decent, though. Right?
Yeah. So.
All right, cool.
I was watching Monday Night Football.
Who played Monday night? Oh yeah, I shouldn't have asked. Washington. So what you watch Raw the next day?
Yeah. I watched it in the car on the way to work, and then on my lunch, and then on my way home.
Cool.
Safe driver.
Well, now we're on to Brandon's favorite show, NXT 2.0. I don't know the words, but it sounds like this. Yeah.
I saw
NXT.
I watched
And
the.
here we,
That was
you know what's gonna happen next is they're gonna have Vanilla Ice sing their theme song.
there's only something.
Word it to your mother. Well, you just look like you giving the stone cold attitude today. You just looking pissed off. Let's get this shit off, done and buried, so I could go in and smoke me a well. See, the smoke is even come the secondhand smoke is coming through the screen, attacking me.
Yeah.
My throat.
I didn't even watch NXT except for the last match.
Okay.
So
Well, the last match, what was? Oh yeah, the Braun Stein. I'm gonna
That was the
I
only
refuse to call him Braun Breaker.
that was the only.
Braun Steiner. He's the man. He's awesome. I like Braun Steiner.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Well, all the women war games people start up. I like the start from NXT. All the women who are in the war games were battling in the backstage and started in the ring. So that was a cool way of opening the show without talking for 20 minutes like Raw or SmackDown.
You could
Actually starting off some
we're going
wrestling.
We're going to catch some heat for this one. Instead of putting them in the cage, you should put them in the kitchen with no pots and pans.
Ooh.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We were doing good, damn it, until that one.
What do you mean we
We
don't?
get more heat with that one than cussing. But the first match was phenomenal. It was a ladder match for the War Games women's advantage. Kaylee Ray defeated Dakota Kai. So Kaylee Ray and Io Shirai and them have the manage in the War Games coming up.
Good.
And then Cameron Grimes, I'm really starting to like him, defeated Andre Chase in a 3-star match. And then Duke Hudson came out showing Grimes what he would look like after their hair versus hair match on the screen. They did a bald, they did all these different haircuts. Hudson says, "I'm going to shave you bald." So, yeah, they're going to have a hair versus hair match at War Games. And then we got an in-ring interview with Steiner, Waller, Hayes, and D'Angelo. They were interviewed by Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano called Steiner Big Booty Nephew. The fans went, "Whoa, Big Booty Nephew," like Big Papa, Big Booty Daddy. And he sounds more like Scott Steiner when he gives a promo than he does his dad.
Yeah.
Steiner or Breaker, whatever you want to call him. These names are just boggle mind.
The puppy face.
And in a number one contender match, Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner beat El Gato del Fantasma in a 3-star match. And in ring, Joe Gacy ran his mouth about something I can't remember. Joe Gacy beat the short guy by 1 star. I don't even want to give it a 1 star. It was just a smash match. But I like the character, the Joe Gacy character. He gives people hugs and he's all awkward about it. He's like and weird about it, and like he preaches peace, but he's all like,
yeah,
he's a good gimmick. Yeah. South Park references. If you don't watch South Park, shame on you.
Mr. Jefferson.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I watched South Park about 30 years ago.
Here.
All right, let's see what we're going here. And Solo Sikoa beat Idris Enough in a 3-star match. And then Boa came out and attacked Sikoa. I really like Solo Sikoa. You can definitely tell he's Rikishi's kid, and definitely tell he's related to the Usos. I think that he's ready to go. I'd go ahead and put him up, and then he could join the what you call the bloodline.
Yeah,
Be the enforcer.
his finishing move should be the greetings from
Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Like Bam Bam. That was a nice. Yeah, that's a nice finish.
That's what his finish should be.
All right. No, but he's cool. He's a star. He's going to be, and he fit right in with the bloodline. Be the enforcer type thing, like Arn Anderson.
I don't mean to cut you off here, but my battery on my device just went.
Well,
10.
I think I'm going to cut it off at 8 instead of 8:15. So, because we only got one more show after this,
Okay.
so we cut out all the BS AEW shows and Impact, and we don't have much to talk about. Nah, I'm just kidding. We only got one more show, so we got 8 minutes. I'm gonna cut it at 8. So let's see here. Indy Hartwell and Persia Peroto beat some girls. I didn't catch their name. It was actually a 2-star match, for pretty good match for a smash match. And then the main event, in a ladder match for the War Games advantage, Braun Steiner beat Johnny Gargano in a 4-star match. Overall, I give NXT 2.0 3 stars, 3 or 4 stars. It was okay. It was pretty good.
I go with 3.
You saw the last match?
Yeah, I'll go with 3.
Yeah.
3.
So, is there anything you want to add to NXT 2.0? Or do you want to go ahead and jump to Dynamite?
I think they're doing good with the Steiner guy, but that's about it.
Yeah, he sounds so much like his uncle, Big Papa Pump. They just need to Braun Breaker doesn't do it for me. I don't like that name. But it was my understanding that he was the one that didn't want to go with Steiner.
Yeah, I don't know.
They keep referencing to him about. They called it a Frankenstein when he did the Frankensteiner from off the top rope.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was a super Frankensteiner. Like,
yeah.
You normally it'd say head scissors takeover or Hurl Rana, but they called it a Frankensteiner.
Yeah.
So everybody knows. Why don't they just call him Steiner? It's crazy. Don't get it.
A lot of money.
Yeah. All right, we'll dump on to AEW Dynamite, and it was live in Atlanta. The first match of the night was one of the best matches of the night, maybe the best of the match of the night. Daniel Bryanson versus Alan 5 Angels, who is a local from ATL. I gave it a 4-star match. What do you think about that match?
It was about 2.5.
Really?
Yeah. It was good.
Why?
I mean, it was good. I think Daniel Bryan's promo, because he can't talk that night. So his promo was shit.
Yeah, he's a better fan favorite than he is a heel.
Yeah.
So we had an in-ring interview with Daniel Bryan. What did he say? He said, I can't read my own damn writing. But anyway, they had an interview of Daniel Bryan. CM Punk defeated Lee Moriarty in a 4-star match, which MGF was doing commentary.
It was good.
I think it's funny that 2 of the biggest stars start to show off with matches. CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. It's funny how they do that sometimes. AEW.
Trying to get in Britt Baker's pants.
Yeah.
I like
and then the Elite beat up Orange Cassidy, and he got saved finally by the Best Friends. Which you don't like. Anything that's good or decent, Brandon doesn't like.
Change the name from Best Friends to something other than.
Well, you need a hug, buddy. Here you go.
No. I'm all
go. That's okay, baby Brandon. It's okay.
Don't tap out.
So then they had Wardlow smashed AC Adams in a 1-star smash match.
Speaking of Wardlow, did you see CM Punk call him a pussy?
Yeah, that was awesome. CM Punk on the mic awesomeness. And then Sting and Darby Allin beat the Gun Club. First loss to the Gun Club, 4-star match.
I like the
I like
move.
seeing Billy Gunn and Sting, the old gunslingers, face off. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It reminded me of WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They faced off at WrestleMania too because of the factions, the NWO and all that. DX. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I like to finish the match. That one move, and then all of a sudden he came over and he gave him the move, the Scorpion Death Drop. That was good.
yeah, it was awesome. Sting looked good. Billy Gunn always looks good, but Sting looked good. He surprised me. He looked very good in that. He did good. The fans helped him through it pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And in an interview backstage, Chris Jericho got interrupted by 2.0 and Daniel Garcia beat the hell out of him. He was saying that he didn't come to help Kingston, but he came to beat up 2.0 and Garcia, which I find is funny. Where is Jericho's buddies at this point? Isn't he in the inner circle at that point?
Yeah,
Shouldn't they have saved him?
they're probably building something.
They're probably what?
Probably going to be building something up with that.
Okay. They better get some. It's only 3, and there's 5 of them.
I heard
Plus Eddie Kingston.
that AEW was talking about bringing in Battle Bowl. So
Battle Bowl.
yeah, it was funny that me and you were actually just talking about that. They were saying AEW is already in big talks about buying the rights to call it the Battle Bowl.
Wow, that's awesome. I just watched
Yeah, we just watched.
91 Battle Bowl yesterday, and 92 yet. I watched that today.
Came out today on the dirt sheet.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Team Taz was talking about getting Dante Martin. Leo Rush says, "I'm a fighter. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna find out a way to beat y'all." Pretty much.
Yeah, it was.
So Leo Rush better get him some guys, or he's gonna get his ass kicked.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like that.
You don't like Leo Rush anyway.
Like the whole segment, they should. I mean, it was just pointless. He
Yeah, it
can't.
didn't really have any point to it, really, other than
Couldn't talk, and then they didn't fight. So it's like, why do you?
well, it would be like 4 or 5 on one. It wouldn't be much of a fight.
But then they realized that they already did a jump from the announce table, and they don't want to copy it.
I guess they need to just start doing things realistic. And realistic, they would have jumped them to get the heat.
Yeah,
in my opinion. All right, but let's see here. Backstage, Smart Mark and Jade Cargill did an interview, which was interrupted by Thunder Rosa, and they're gonna fight in the next in one of the TBS tournaments matches, which would be pretty good. I'd love to see Thunder Rosa beat her for the first time, but I don't think she will. You think she's gonna be? Do you think Cargill will be the TBS champion? Yeah, she's gonna have it for a while, so they put her on her.
They're building her up to way too much to have her just drop it.
Yeah, true. Thunder Rosa will get screwed probably somehow. Smart Mark will help Cargill win.
Yeah.
But I'm loving this tournament thing. And by God, the next match was a TBS tournament match. Ruby Riott beat Chris Stanlander in I didn't give it any stars. I would say it was 3 or 4 stars. I set up Ruby versus the Man Beast. Not Rhino, but the other one. And yeah, so Ruby Riott will face Nyla Rose in the next tournament, in the next match in the tournament. Who do you think will win that?
The Man.
And in the main event, Atlanta Street Fight, Cody Rhodes beat Andrade Flair. Well, I can't call him that anymore. Andrade Almas. I gave that a 5-star match. I thought it was phenomenal. It could be match of the year.
It was good.
Candidate.
It was very good, except for you can tell that he was going to get caught on fire because they put all that stuff on the back of him.
Oh, that was brutal. To do that with no shirts on, I
Well, did
praise
you see
both
that?
guys.
He is back already peeled back.
Yeah,
Put that fire retardant stuff on there.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's gonna get.
I noticed that's what Taz brought that up at the beginning of the match. He goes, "What's that on his back?"
Like, you idiot.
And he's like, "Dude, you screwed it all up. It's the gimmick. You gave it away." But I didn't know what he's. You know what I thought it was? I thought it was. You know how you peel when you're in too long in the sun sometimes.
Yeah, that's a lot of nastiness then.
Yeah. There we go. Did the wrap up. Did you want to talk about Survivor Series? Actually, we're at the 8:02 part, so we can actually close it out. It was only 45-minute podcast this week,
To
but
be
I
honest,
had fun.
to be on. Oh yeah, I had a blast. To be honest, Survivor Series wasn't even worth talking about.
Oh, I thought it was pretty okay. Charlotte Flair and Becky. That was really good.
That was the only one.
Yeah.
All of it. Wish I didn't, but I did.
All right. Well, say goodbye, Brandon. Toodles.
Have a good. If yeah. Talk to you Saturday.
Talk to you Saturday.
Go Cowboys to lose. We're coming, Vegas.